Why do you think you deserve the whole world?
Because
when you haven't done anything.
One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead.
A woman makes a house a home.
First of all, women that act like that are girls, and they think that a woman makes a house a home. No, well, you have to make the house a home. It's not just because you're there that it's a home. I mean, you do have to clean. You do have to take care of the home. You got to take care of the kids. Like when she says a woman makes a house a home, she literally means as an object where when a woman is in the house, that makes it a home. No, that is not true.
What's good, YouTube? This is KB LaFleur. You can call me KB. Welcome back to another video, man. We got delusional women that are doing far too much, man, in this society today. But before we get into that, man, do me a huge favor and leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe.
What happens now, yeah? God forbid, if your husband gets sick and it can't work.
Then I have to find a new one. I have to find a new one. I will stay, but I have to find a new one. I will have to find a new one. I'll have to find.
She's starting off bad already. So the question is, if my husband gets sick, I will get a new one. It's not a question, it's a statement. So if somebody asks, they say, well, what would you do if your husband gets sick? Or if he can't provide? She'll just go out and go get a new one. Where is your integrity? Where are your morals? You leave a man because he's sick and he can't provide like he wish he could right now. So what you do? You go up here and you say, you know what? Don't want this Negro, on to the next. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Because had it been the other way around, let's just say if a woman can't produce no kids and a man wants some kids. Let's just say he's been with this girl for 5 years or whatever. And then they actually try to have some kids and they can't have no kids. He go out and go get another female. People will bash that man. People will sit over here and say, well, that man is a dickhead. Well, that man is this. Well, that man is that. Why can't he be there for that girl? Because she can't have kids. And just go adopt some. Well, man, guess what, nigga? I don't want to adopt no kids. I want my own. I want my own set of kids. I want my own kids that's coming from me. I don't want to have to go out here and go adopt no kid. I want my kids coming from my body. I want my kids to have my blood. But you can't produce that. You can't give me that. So let me just go up and go get another female. That's it. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. But we allowed women today in this society to think this way and to say this, to do this shit is okay. We only in a Western society have we allowed this. Only in a Western society. Because you go to these other countries, these women get men in these countries that are very true to their traditional roots. They go grab a man and they keep that man. Through thick and thin, good or bad, I'm still going to be there with you. That's usually how everybody vows are. It doesn't even have to be vows. It could just simply be you be in a relationship. You just automatically know if you truly love this person and they're going through the tough times, you have to be there for them. Obviously, she's not.
Nah, fuck this. Future.
She belongs to the street.
Why do you think you deserve the whole world?
Because
when you haven't done anything.
One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead.
A woman makes a house a home.
First of all, women that act like that are girls, and they think that a woman makes a house a home. No, well, you have to make the house a home. It's not just because you're there that it's a home. I mean, you do have to clean. You do have to take care of the home. You got to take care of the kids. Like when she says a woman makes a house a home, she literally means as an object where when a woman is in the house, that makes it a home. No, that is not true.
Okay, we.
Yo, and the fact that this man just took it right out my mouth, bro. I was about to pause and then he jumped right into it and he just took the words right out my mouth. No, like I swear to you, every single time I ask a black woman, what do you bring to the table? What do you bring into that man's life? The first thing they always say is, I make a house a home. How do you make a house a home if you don't want to clean, you don't want to be submissive, you don't want to goddamn freaking do shit that I ask you to do? You argue with me every single time I tell you to do something. You feel like we both run a household when it's just one person running and one person following. You don't even know how to follow. But yet you talking about you make a house a home. No, you make a house a hell. A lot of you black women make houses hell. Y'all don't make no house a home. Y'all don't make no house a home. A home is a place where you can come to, you're cozy. That's where you find a peace of mind at. For a lot of these black women, you go up in that bitch, you ain't finding no peace of mind. You're not finding no peace of mind. You're just gonna find this. Well, why I gotta do it? Why can't you do it? God gave you 2 feet. God gave you 2 hands. Why can't you use them? That's all you hear. But yet somehow y'all make a house a home. That's false.
The first time I ever caught him cheating, I tried to kick him out, everything.
Of his house?
My house.
Oh, he's paying for everything.
What's your body count?
Probably like 56.
Really?
Yeah?
Damn, girl.
Is that bad?
I mean, do you think it's bad?
I've heard of worse.
I mean, 56? What? Okay, out of those 56, what has been done to you?
Bad everything. You gotta be specific.
Everything, like they done anal, titty, mouth, nose, ears, toes, foot.
I mean, yeah.
Fuck, I mean, you want to make it a 57?
Bitch, you.
What?
Bro, what?
What's not gonna hurt? You already up there.
This is why men break up with good women.
Hey, yo, that nigga wild for that one, bro. You might as well go ahead and make him contestant 57. You might as well. I mean, like, dude, it can't get any worse than that. But, see, my whole thing is, this is where, you know, see, first of all, what does she have for her next man? What does she have for her next man that 50-something people already didn't do to her? So when she gets a new man and he gets into that relationship with her, there is nothing that he can do that she hasn't already done. She has done everything in the book. So why can't he have anything left for the imagination? You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what? Hey baby, let's try anal. Well, I already done that numerous of times, you know, so, you know, hey, it's loose for you. Well, shoot, okay, then, shoot, let's do something with your coochie. Well, I already did this with 50 other people, so, I mean, you know, everything you've done, every sex experience you done had, it's already, the guy, there's nothing that he can do. There's nothing that he can do. She might as well go ahead and date a P-star, because at this point, you date a regular guy, dog, he's going to be turned off by that ish, man. You date a regular, serious man, he's gonna be turned off by that ish. You already been around the block, and this is what I mean by women today do not take their body count serious. I just had a video about this, talking about body counts. I just had a video talking about this, just talking about body counts, where women think the body count doesn't matter when it does. You have 56 bodies. I don't care how old you are. That's too many. That is far too many. It's just sad that we live in a society where it went from you have to dress a certain way to be respected. You have to look a certain, you have to be very presentable. You can't be promiscuous. Your body count matters. Who you mess with matters. To now, you can wear anything and can't nobody say nothing to you. You can sleep with whoever you want to, but a man have to accept you. A man has to accept you, because if he don't, he's a slut shamer. Because if he don't, he's a misogynist. Ladies, control your body count. I'm telling you, control your body count. Everybody and their mama is telling you to control your body count. So what makes you think it's okay to just let anybody hit it all willy-nilly?
Because he wants an easy relationship, and he knows a woman like you will require him to commit and take responsibility for his behavior, but he doesn't want to. So instead of elevating to your level, he decides to break things off and rather get with someone that is on his level.
She's trying to say, hey, you know, I'm up here, he's down here, he needs to come up here. Or, sis, get yourself a man who is a man, where you have to get up to his level. And y'all know y'all roles. But I don't get why women, and like I said, I don't get why women go for men who has potential. Instead of getting with a man who is established up here. Instead of going out here and getting a man who's still running the streets, who's still doing this, who's still doing that, doesn't have his shit together, but you know what? Hey, you know, I feel like he can do this, I feel like he can do that. You feeling like it's going to get you fucked up. Get a man that can do something for you. Don't have no man that has to get up to your level, quote unquote, whatever the hell that means. Get yourself a man that knows what he's doing in his life. Got a job that is established. He may not have all the money in the world, but what established, I mean somebody who has their head on straight, somebody who's working towards something. In a sense, is that, well, you know, he has the potential to make a lot of money if he just continue to do what he's doing. I understand that, but according to what she's going from, this is what I'm getting from it. She ain't talking about, when she say she need to get a man that's going to her level, obviously that's just somebody, man. To me, that's just somebody that's a grown man who's not established, who just does any and everything to get by. Stop dealing with men like that. Stop dealing with men like that.
If you're homeless, just buy a house.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think my brain just committed suicide.
I have with my son. He's not going to be gay anymore.
What the hell?
I have a boyfriend.
You got a boyfriend? Okay, so are you guys all friends with each other?
Yes.
Alright, so can we test his loyalty? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so can I have these two girls call your boyfriend on one of their phones and see if they'll be down on Netflix and chill with your boyfriend behind your back? Is that okay?
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
But are you nervous though?
No, I trust them.
I'm with Ashley. We're just like, we're trying to leave, but like we don't have a ride.
Y'all can't call an Uber?
No, can you come get us and we can like maybe hang out or something? We kind of want to see you.
Alright, yeah, I can do that.
But like Gina can't find out. Is that fine?
Yeah, just don't tell her.
I thought we were like best friends since like what, 6th grade?
You mad at them?
Yeah, I'm fucking pissed.
You should be mad at your man.
That's your man.
I mean, you guys called him though, like you're literally my best friends. Crash crew, like what the fuck?
It's for a video though. It's for a loyalty check. Why are you mad at them?
I mean, it's a two-way street.
But,
I don't know.
But I told them.
If you give a man an opportunity to have sex with whoever that got to slip between her legs, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. If a female just come up onto a man and say, hey man, look, I'm trying to do something with you, he 9 times out of 10 is going to take it. 9 times out of 10, he more than likely is going to take it. Why? Because men don't get sex as much as women do. Let me ask y'all something. Who gets hit on more? Who gets hit on more? If y'all just go to the city, who gets hit on more? Women or men? We all know it's women. We all know women get hit on more. So let a female call my phone and let it be 2 of them talking about, hey, you know, we just want to go kick it and blah, blah. A lot of men are going to go out their way and say, hey, you know, I ain't saying me, but a lot of men will sit up here and say, hey, shit, let me go ahead and get on that. And you don't tell my girlfriend about it. A lot of men work like that. A lot of men work like that, bro. Because, once again, it's hard for men to get vagina. So once once a female run up on, shoot, a lot of men will go all out their way, man, to make sure that girl get what she wants. As long as he gets some booty.
Like, for real, like, I'm not even trying to argue with you, like, at all. And you're being hella mean.
So this woman who married herself is now divorcing herself after meeting someone else. Bro, they can't even stay loyal to themselves, bro. Just focus on you, bro. Just focus on you.
So let's talk about the modern woman. And when I say modern woman, I'm saying women nowadays who are mainly financially stable. They have their own car. They're very independent. They're able to handle a lot of things on their own without the need of a man, right? But they would want a man in a relationship if that man brings certain qualities that they need to their relationship, right? Things that are obviously that they cannot do, or ways that they can kind of grow together, if that makes sense. So what I mean by that is, you know, when it comes to financial responsibility, a lot of modern women, they don't need that because the laws have changed, things have changed. A lot of things has opened up for women now to where, you know, we can own our own businesses. We are able to get our own money, so that financial support is not necessarily needed. We need more emotional support, stability, you know, comfort, protection, things like that from a guy. And this is my opinion, just to let you know. I did, you know, some research, and this is basically what I came up with. So before we talk about the modern woman, let's first kind of take a deep dive of how things used to be back in the day. So back in the day, a lot of women would marry men who had money, who had, you know, that financial stability, because women really didn't work, you know. we didn't. Laws were not made for women to work, so it was mainly the guy's or the man's responsibility to make sure that funding was pushed into the household, money was coming into the household, and most of the women back in the day would, you know, be the homemakers. They're the ones who are at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids, doing all that stuff, right? That's the old, like, traditional mindset. During that time, a lot of women were unsatisfied, you know, emotionally, were unsatisfied, mainly emotionally, and like...
Before I lose my train of thought, it's just funny that, you know, cause she brings up, cause she ain't lying. She's not lying. She, you know, she's pretty much hitting it on the head the whole video, you know. But, you know, what I just find it funny is that, cause she's saying everything has changed, which is true. Laws has changed. Women are able to work, and they don't really, you know, to be technical, women really don't need no men right now. They can work just as much as we doing. They can pretty much do the same things that we're doing. But it's just funny that we're sitting here. She's saying, you know, here are the man's roles back then, here are the woman roles. Women didn't work, this, that, and the third. But it's just funny, once we get into 2021, 2022, you know, in modern day society, men roles still stay the same, but women roles change. I just find that very fucking funny. We're still up here having to pay all the bills, having to do this, having to do that. Our roles never changed. But women went from taking care of the household, only the household, to now being able to have a job, not wanting to take care of the household anymore, wanting to not be traditional woman, wanting to be independent. Well, you know what? Hey, I'm making as much money as you now. I don't need to be doing all this. It's just funny how women roles change when times change, but men roles stay the same. That's just me. Because it's like, I mean, you got go ahead and go to your independent woman right now that's single and be like, hey, look, you know, I'm gonna need you to attend to the house a little bit more. Yeah, I ain't doing all that, blah, blah, I got my own job. Nigga, ain't nobody saying you can't work, but the house still need to be attended to. Just because you got your job don't mean roles change, baby. Just because you got your job don't mean roles change. Even though in society it has changed today, you know what I'm saying, what feminism has allowed, and you know, and it doesn't mean, and none of this shit means it's good. None of this shit is right at all. None of this shit is right. And what I mean by none of it is right is women roles changing. Women sitting here thinking, well, just because I'm making this much money now, I don't have to do this no more. I don't have to be a woman no more. Nah, bro. Roles didn't change. You are able to get what you want now. You are able to vote, you know, have a job, make as much money as this. But when it comes down to the household, that should not change. That isn't going to change. You need to go ahead and get your ass in there and go ahead and make a nigga some money and got them make a nigga some food. Attend to your woman duties. You know, that's me. You know, I just find it fucking funny. You know, I just find it very funny that men roles stayed the same throughout all a lifetime, but women, they had a role. Now all of a sudden they want to change it. You know, that's just me though.
I guess financially as well, because it seemed as if the guy just came home, brought the money, and the woman had to do like all the laborious activities for the man. More of like a slave mentality, if you can say that. Yeah, I could say that, like a slave type of mentality.
It's not a slave mentality. You making sure your man is good and happy is not slave mentality. It's not slave mentality. If that's slave mentality, then you just don't need to be in a relationship at all, because a man is going to expect you to do something that involves a slave mentality. Now she's starting to lose me a little bit.
The only thing is you have a woman has a house and, you know, clothes and stuff like that the man buys to live in, you know. And when men were married, to these women, you know, they would step out on these women. They would go and have sex and with random people, and you know, the cheating, the emotional wreckage that would be caused by women, but yet a lot of women had to endure that because of financial responsibility.
You don't have to be in a relationship that you don't want to be in. That's how many times I can keep telling women, you do not have to be in a relationship that you do not want to be in. So don't go around here jumping in relationships and then shit goes left and then it's, oh, well, you know, I ain't have nowhere to go. Oh, well, this, oh, well, that. Dude, you have a mind, you have a mouth, use it. If you don't want to be in that situation, you can leave at any time. You can leave at any time. I understand she's saying, well, you know, back in the day, back in the 1800s or whatever, you know what I'm saying, women didn't really have nowhere to go. They had somewhere to go. Let's just stop saying that. Let's just stop saying that. Women have somewhere to go. Women always have somewhere to go. You got family members. Even till this very day, you have family members. But like I said, you know, then you know, it is a little understandable. It is a little understandable. You know, it's just that, you know, we're living in a time that women got what they really want. It's just that y'all want to change our roles in the middle of doing that. But men, as men grew, as men got older, as time went on, men didn't want to change no roles. It's only women. Well, you know what? Hey, we want to be able to vote and this and that and this and that. Okay, now y'all able to vote. Okay, well, now we want to be able to have sex with whoever we want to have sex with without being called out for. Now you can do that. Well, now we don't want the traditional roles. So let's go ahead and take away the traditional roles. So you want to be able to vote and do all that shit, which is true. You should be able to do that. You got that. Now you want to be able to have sex with whoever you want to. You got that. And the result of that is decreased marriage rates since 1960s. Ever since women wanted to start to go and sleep with whoever, marriage rates decreased. Now y'all don't want the traditional role. Now, even more because of that, we got 80% of black women not married, single mothers. Marriage rates is at an all-time low. It seems like women just get pregnant now just at a young age and don't even have a baby father. I mean, it's just funny to me because I went to school with a girl back in middle school. She went to the same high school and everything. I had a feeling she would have been a single mother. I just had a feeling. I'm like, bro, you real ghetto. You got a loud fucking mouth. So I just had a feeling like her life wasn't going to be as perfect as everybody life should be. And what I mean by that is, everybody try to live the life perfectly, even though you're not going to. Nobody in this world is perfect, but our goal is to try to live our life perfectly. You do everything that you can to strive for the best, to strive for perfection. But can't nobody get perfected, okay? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Like that means you have no blemish. Everybody has you can't expect a man to try to lead and shit when you don't even want to be led yourself. And that's pretty much, man, what a lot of this shit is. We're living in a society where women think doing the opposite is okay. And that's just not how life is. That's just not how life is, man. That's just not how life is. We are in a society where women can make as much money as men. That's great. But here's the thing. Men don't want women who make tons of fucking money. Men don't want women who aren't submissive, who don't want to freaking follow. And it seems like that's what it has came down to. It went from 1840s where women were submissive, marriage rates were high, to now, you know, hey, we want to be able to vote, we want to be able to make money. Go ahead and do that. Men are okay with that. Men still doing a role. Women still doing a role in the household. Now 1960 comes. Hey, you know what? I want to be able, as a woman, I should be able to sleep and mess with whoever I want to. Boom. You're able to freaking do that. Now, marriage rates are decreasing. Women roles, in a sense, are kind of deteriorating a little bit, but still traditional. Men roles stay the same. Moving forward. Early 2000s. You know what? Hey, we don't like traditional role. We feel like that's very misogynistic. It's a slave mentality to have to be cleaning and do this and do that. Now that, hey, we begged and cried and complained to have a job, to have jobs and make as much money as y'all do. Now that we have it, there shouldn't be no reason why I'm coming home and I still have to attend to my women duties. You men should be able to do that. Everything should be shared. Cut it out, man. Cut it out. And this is what society, this is what feminism has allowed today. This is what feminism has brought upon society, Western society today. Women roles have always changed. Men roles has always stayed the same. Since 1840, we've been giving women what they wanted. And look at it, and look at them now. Marriage rates low. Women pregnant all over the damn place. Goddamn got kids. And going back to what I was saying before, nobody's expected to be perfect. Nobody's expected to be perfect. But it's just funny how that girl went from middle school to high school, and I'm like, bro, I just feel like, man, somebody's gonna do her ass dirty. A couple of months ago, she posted a picture talking about, you know, as a single mother, it taught her patience. I'm like, damn, girl, like the kid hasn't even came out yet. The kid has not even came out yet. And you already talking about the kid and taught you patience, and you're a single mother. How are you a single mother and the baby still in your stomach? Hey, but what I thought about her in middle school and high school came true. Came true. This is what happens when you give women what they want. You give them voting and being able to have a job and make as much money as us. Now it's, well, you know what? Hey, we got a job and we're making as much money as y'all, which means we're working just as quite as hard as y'all, which not, but working as just as much as y'all. We should be able to come home to some cooked food. We should be able to come home to some cooked food. We should be able to do this. We should be able to do that. Y'all should be able to pick up the women role now. No, nah. If I'm bringing all the money to the table, if I'm paying all the bills, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing that, why do I need your money? You know, but, you know, man, to each their own, but it is what it is. You know, like I said, proof is in the pudding. Men roles never change. Women roles has always changed. Throughout time, women roles have always changed. You see it today. So, do me a favor, man. Leave me a like, comment, subscribe.